The United States collapsed in the 2020s, and 50 new countries were added to the world. The states of Kentucky and Tennessee were long-drawn rivals. They have fought in the Civil War, with Kentucky fighting on the Union and Tennessee fighting on the Confederacy. Ultimately, the two states would fight again over a small border dispute. Kentucky was doing really bad when the United States collapsed, and they had a lot of debt to pay. So they offered the Kentucky Bend, a small sliver of land that is not a part of the Kentucky mainland, to the states of Missouri and Tennessee. However, the Kentuckians did not know who to give it to, so they held an election in their government to decide who will take the land. The government decided to give it to Missouri, who desired to have land between the Mississippi River. This angered Tennessee, and they sent an ultimatum to the Kentuckian government demanding the overturn of the election results. But the Kentuckians refused, and by January 3rd, 2028, Missouri annexed the Kentucky Bend. So that day, Tennessee mobilized for war and moved their forces to the Kentucky Bend. Missouri, eager to stay out of the war, rounded their allies together and pleaded if Tennessee invaded Missouri, they would declare war. Tennessee pleaded not to invade Missouri and recognized their neutrality. So they decided to aim at another piece of land that they desired to have from Kentucky. On January 8th, 2028, Tennessee invaded southern Kentucky. The Kentuckians responded, and on January 9th, they besieged the city of Clarksville. For the next month and few weeks, there would be constant pushbacks between the border. But by March 18th, the death toll sparked in Kentucky, and there had been protests in Frankfort demanding for a surrender. Wishing to appease the people's desires, Kentucky surrenders to Tennessee. Tennessee would annex southwestern Kentucky, making a nice straight border between Kentucky and Tennessee. The war sparked extreme nationalism in Tennessee, which would lead to the rise of Confederatism in the state and would ultimately lead to the Tennessean Civil War.